What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rob Magani back with some more Danganronpa, and I'm about to start the class trial for Sakura Ogami's murder, or just death in general. Because I don't think anybody murdered her. I don't think anyone murdered her. I think she poisoned herself because she could not forgive herself for what she did. I don't know, but I'm not feeling confident in this class trial, so this may be our first fail. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. What? Why? This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I
Now
can't
then,
wait!
Please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there could be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
What the heck?
How could you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? There's not many people left. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that.
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. Saw me naked on the sofa. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. She even got me on camera. It wasn't me. Hey, my man reminds me of Shaggy for some reason. Not
Hey.
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Standing around here isn't gonna do any good. Let's get going. Okay. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. God, who the fuck did this? Who was it? We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sound. It felt lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, it stopped. The ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the six of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Please, let's begin. So the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh, damn! Yeah, save it. Damn, bro. Who else we gonna lose? Let me check my skills real quick. Austin thought. Increase time limit for each phase. I don't know if I really need that. that I can have, so I mean, I gotta do that. Okay. God, I'm not confident at all going into this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Oh, shit.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Shut the fuck up, Hina. I will whoop your ass.
Whoa! Deja vu!
The one who killed Sakura
Toko.
is one of the people that hated her.
Oh my god.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Shut the fuck up. Damn. Am I gonna have to do that little battle thing where I gotta keep up the tempo and shit? And shoot your freaking accusations down?
Idiot.
Ooh.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
He seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Oh lord. Oh lord. Here we go! Here we go! Toko's account, Aya's account, Byakuya's account. Maybe it'd be her account, maybe? Or
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a... You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
There's gotta be some reason why Hina feels so strongly.
It was one of you.
What?
One of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
We gotta shoot down Hina. Cause Hina keeps
It was one of you. One of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make...
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
That's about as low as you can
Maybe shoot her with the only reason.
It was one of you.
I
One of
don't-
you killed...
And what
I don't
reason do you
know.
have for saying...
Because you hated her.
No? Oh fuck. Yo, I'm gonna get
Shoot!
shit.
It was one of you. One of you killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
Maybe
That's
Aya's
about as
account.
low as you can get.
I can view. Okay, what was Aya's account? Hold on. Aya's account. Aya's account. Just leave these each person. Okay. Maybe hit Hero with that.
It was
Hit
one
Hero
of
with Aya's
you
account.
killed...
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Okay.
No, that's wrong!
Oh my god. Oh lord, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be
Another
bad.
reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah. And that was right before she died.
Oh my god.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Maybe she killed herself. I think she killed herself, honestly. The evidence points towards that. There's no way that they could get into that locked room. There's no way in hell that they got into there. Locker was already open. There was the powder on her shoe. And the protein shake was over the glass. Which I think the glass was possibly for one of the poisons. Possibly. Maybe. Can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that mean one of them did it? Oh my god, alright, damn! Pocket trash, maybe.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not one of you is absolutely...
I don't deny that I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's wrong!
Alright, cool.
Hiro, when we were talking before, You dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
Yep.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But nah, Hina only gave her the candy after the nurse office incident. And the reason I know that is...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
No, you didn't. You didn't do it.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why are you telling us this now?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
The Toko written in the...
Proof?
No?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What a shining message you
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Wait. Whoa. Hold on a minute. How does he know about that? He was not allowed on the crime scene.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Don't get so excited. He wasn't allowed in the room.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yes. Yes.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was...
I got
It
it!
was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
So I'm responding to what Hiro said before. He wasn't there, so there's no way he could have seen it. Magazine's dying message, status Sakura's body. Magazine's dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
That's right.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And
I can tell you when
it was only after the investigation had I found the magazine
tucked away on the when I pulled it out.
What's your What I said makes total sense!
Maybe that.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Shoot.
Oh, no. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I found it. It was only I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh, fuck. Yo. No, this ain't meant to be today. We're gonna keep... This one's gonna mess up. I can just tell.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
It was only
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Maybe,
And I can tell you when
maybe?
it was only I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No! Oh my god, it's gotta be something. You gotta hit something on there.
Shoot!
Okay. Maybe take magazine?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh my god, we're gonna fuck this up. We're gonna fuck this up, bro. It's gonna fuck up. We're gonna fuck this up.
I can tell
just
you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
I don't like having to take them freaking contradictions themselves. And put
When
them...
Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
Without a doubt. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Moment of truth. Oh, fuck! Okay, we gotta fight him.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I hate doing those things, especially when they make the beef disappear.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't even notice that. I forgot about that.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Hold on, we gotta remember his handwriting. I don't think it was Hiro though. The handwriting doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I hated Toko!
Because I killed her!
Already? What? Made it
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet us as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help giving you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm gonna end it today. I'm gonna end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Self-defense so far.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Wait, then how did the room get locked? How did the room get locked then? Okay, I don't think Hiro did it. Because the room was locked. There's no way he got out of there. If the room
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right?
No.
We know who did it.
No, it wasn't him. It was not him.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Yes! Because he didn't mention locking the door. He didn't know the door was locked.
What are you talking about?
He didn't
What
know
else could there be?
He didn't know the chair was blocking the door, so I think Sakura was still alive after getting hit.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The locked
And
door.
until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
What? What's right here?
I got it!
Oh.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, yo, hold up. Okay. I think I got it. I think I'm starting to pick it up. Okay, so what I think is Hiro did hit her over the head with the bottle. She got knocked out probably. She woke up. She saw the magazine with Toko written on it. She grabbed that because she knew that didn't happen and that she's not dead. So she put the magazine, she hit it, but I guess she accidentally put it upside down and then she went and poisoned herself. Because from what Hiro's saying that he heard her saying, it sounded like she committed suicide.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Bianca wouldn't give a fuck. And Kyoko wouldn't have given a fuck either.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it!
He admitted hitting her over the head.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
Me, motherfucker, I asked
I
myself.
don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
You haven't reached the end of this case yet. Hero isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Alright. Status of dead body, baby. Status of soccer body, baby.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Uh-huh.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See?
Wait, hold on. Just once. Was she hit twice? Evidence stumbled ahead, no other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of the blood. Oh, no. Status of Sakura's body. There's somewhere, something on there. Maybe Kyoko's. Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head, not 1. Okay, so you
Isn't
hit.
it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Okay, when he says 1,
I didn't want to,
says
but
just
I grabbed him
once,
on a
you
coop and I
with
hit
the
Ogre from
Kyoko.
behind.
You hit her from, and you only hit her.
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Oh, Lord.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Oh shit, that makes sense. There was space between one of them. So all the pieces, it was 2. So she was hit twice with the Monokuma bottle, and I guess somebody took one of the chest pieces.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
The weight,
She was
it was
attacked
double.
twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
The weight.
There's something
See, there's a
very
space.
suspicious about
There's
those bottles.
I just noticed that. Hold on. Ain't there 6 chest
Once
pieces?
you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Oh, I
Think
see it
back.
now.
After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
See, there's the bishop. I think that might be the king. There's the what was that? The rook, and then the pawn. But we're missing the knight and a queen. Oh!
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become
They
clear.
all got chest pieces. Ugh. Ugh. Oh fuck. Ugh. I I see it. Chess. Chess. Chess pieces. I need to pee. I need to pee. Pee, 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 pee. I. Not it. Boom!
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I was going in here so not confident at all. You can probably tell by the first few ones. I had no clue what the fuck they wanted me to do. Oh, but it's starting to come together now.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Okay, so it was the king.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was
Was that the knight?
the knight,
Yep.
if I remember.
And so the queen is missing.
So, what's that matter?
The queen's missing.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
So the queen's just
Oh.
missing.
So the queen is missing.
Yes.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do
Wait.
with this case.
The weight is double.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
The weight of the trash was double the weight of one
That's
of them.
right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
The fucking
And what
weight.
is this evidence?
The weight. Oh, fuck. Your glass shards? Monokuma bottles experiment. That has to be it.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yeah. Yeah, what's good now, bitch?
So from this, we can surmise that
What'd you
2
do?
bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Toko, if you actually did it, I'm gonna ring you out.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
I mean, no doubt that the second mentioned Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by...
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Who else attacked Sakura? What the fuck?
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her.
Toko?
I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Toko was in the fucking locker! Toko was in the fucking locker!
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Toko was in the locker!
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
You were in the locker!
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
The locker.
Hiding in the rec room?
The locker.
Don't be
The locker.
ridiculous.
She was in the locker.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Oh, don't worry. No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely truth that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. New elements added bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Oh no, not another. So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without second thought. From now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blows. Now you have to choose a proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Similarly, press L1. Also, like the debates, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for education purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Oh! Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, fuck, we gotta do another one of these things? Another one?
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
This should prove it.
Shut your little stuttering ass up.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
And you better shut your little stuttering ass up.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Show me your hands.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Come on.
Yeah!
Oh, me gusta.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Boom, there we go. Just get Byakuya to say something, and she'll do it.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
Oh my god. I know who killed Sakura, okay? She definitely killed herself. Like, still. How would Toko get out of the room if the room was blocked by the chair? There's only one way that this could have folded out, is that Sakura killed herself. It's the only way. There's the stuff on her foot, which was the poison.
No, I swear, there's no way!
She left the rec room, she grabbed the poison and her protein, and boom.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
That's why Bianca is useful.
Straight up again!
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Get up! I'll put that on Togami name. You better talk now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Upside down.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Oh my god.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Got her? You mean we genocide you? There it goes.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on! That's... you know... But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre! So that's good!
So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Stop! We still got more evidence to go through. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on
What's
that one.
wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No! Stop jumping to conclusions!
No.
Damn.
Not quite yet.
Thank you.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Thank you.
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Door never was locked.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Alright, let's see. Is there maybe something about the door?
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there. I remember waking up right.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it. I smashed her.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Say this to the body. Say this to the body, right in front of the shelf. Second attack for Togo was really killing blow. She would.
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
And you were taken by so you smashed her.
You got it.
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
She's in the chair, leaned over.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there's an attack in front of the magazine shelf. The blood?
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
There is no way you can move Sakura's body. She's straight muscle.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Exactly.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the
locked
locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Hold up. Let me cut this recording real quick. Okay.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
The locker was open, bitch.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
Locker was open.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
There is.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Herself. I think she killed herself.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Maybe the yellow powder?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No? Oh, fuck. Let's do it.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
She's coughing up
There's no
blood.
other what killed Sakura. I can't think of any. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it?
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So
Let me look at Kyoko's thing again. Sakura's head, not one. No blood was found in either of her hands. What was it? The Monokuma file. Body was discovered. There was evidence of strong blood to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Oh, you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Damn it. Alright.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
Genocide, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything of.
No, that's wrong.
God damn.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
What?
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Would have said cut.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
The goddamn poison.
Sakura was poisoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
That one was found in A.
In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of poison Byako showed us. I'm sure he got it from.
I got it!
That one was in Section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byako put the bottle of poison into his lips.
Master!
Yo, you crazy though. We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byako was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
It's the high quality stuff. It's I see. She switched out the shits. She switched out the shits.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
The protein was in there, and then the poison was actually in the protein shake.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Took a bottle from Byako and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. that wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which means that conversely, the poison must have been in. Could it be? It's in her protein shake. It was in her protein shake. Ah. Protein drink. I need P. P. Now I need R. T. R. Damn it. N. K. Give me that shit.
Now I understand.
Give me that shit.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something that's seen.
I got it!
Yep, protein.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
Yeah.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Poisoning.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Is he gonna say Hina?
For real? Who was it?
He's gonna say Hina.
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Switch them. It has to be. The footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Hina? Hina, bitch ass? I knew. I had a feeling it was gonna be her that did it.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Bitch, you blaming people for that?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
You're wearing sneakers.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Those footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No? Okay. Well, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Bruh.
Just Hina.
Bruh.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Yep.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did...
I don't know if Hina did it, though. I think maybe Hina went and grabbed the two. Like, she went and grabbed the poison and the protein. And she accidentally knocked over the poison to make the footprint.
Why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
Bruh, what the fuck?
And then
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it.
I'm not convinced.
Why you lying?
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
The locked room.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yeah.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Come on, Byakuya. I thought you'd be a little smarter than this.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
Wait, hold on. She said she dropped it like an idiot. But the bottle was broken and it was still there. But then that just still doesn't explain how the other bottle, was in Section A. Because She dropped it. It was broken when she dropped it.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
If that's true. Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Oh yeah, why would she... Wait, hold on a minute. I just saw it in the drawing. She only went in there and she got the protein. She didn't grab the poison.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I come for the full truth of this case. I see it, but how do I do it wrong? Source of the powder, footprints in powder. Maybe it's footprints in powder, probably.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground and...
Yeah. Okay, and I moved from Section C, and that's where once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back,
right.
and then I took the bottle and left the camera. That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Sure, there's something strange here. Okay. See, if you look at her footprints, if you look at her footprints, where's the drawing? Is the drawing in here? Please, the drawing has to be in here. It's not. God damn it. Never contradicts something.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder
I
on
don't
the
think she
ground in
grabbed the
front of the
poison.
shelf.
I think it might have been Sakura.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A, and that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching I put the bottle filled with the protein powder. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's
Okay, so
enough.
that last
How much
one, that
longer
one's
must we
right.
tolerate this?
Because she put the poison
First, I went to...
bottle
That's
with
when
the
I grabbed
protein
the...
in
And
it.
you spilled some of the powder. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved from Section C.
Yep.
No, that's wrong.
You definitely didn't move from Section C to A. You started with A. You only went to
You
A.
said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
You didn't go from Section C to Section A. Don't even fucking... Nah. I know you only went to A because it shows the footprints.
And after that,
hope it shows it
you
again.
said you moved from Section C to
So I can
Section
explain
A
it
to get the
easier.
protein. But the
Look.
footprints left
Yeah.
at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
They were moving from the exit. So they went there, grabbed it, turned back, and then went towards the exit. They didn't grab anything from Section C.
That contradicts what you just said.
They didn't grab a damn thing from Section C.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
But she just said she didn't realize that she left footprints.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint. Yeah, we got you now. Don't even try and lie to get us all killed.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
You gonna lie? To try and get us all killed?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Why would you do that?
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
Okay, so I think what happened is Sakura probably grabbed the poison, knocked it over.
So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
What the?
How did you not notice that, Byakuya?
What the hell? What's going on here?
How did you not notice that? How did you not notice that?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
She said she knocked over the bottle that she picked up.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
What?
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I think I know what it
I
is.
found this.
Piece of glass. A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the
Nope.
bottle.
Never mind.
And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Okay, so she had the poison. Oh, Hina was just putting it back. Hina was just putting the poison back. But she didn't know which one it goes to.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Why do people always want me to explain shit for their case?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Maybe it's talking about the bottle where there's the shards of glass under it? The shards of light blue grass. Kika found in the bottle of poison.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where's the bottle? Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? Wonder what Hina told us.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Man, just stop lying, bitch. Just stop lying.
And yet,
Stop
somehow a piece
lying.
of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
What is this glass?
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Yes.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
What? Oh. So I think what happened is someone went to grab the poison, they downed it, then they were holding the poison on them, and then they hid it.
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Oh, I never thought I'd hear him say that.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Cause it was above the fucking glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
Cause the bottle was over the fucking glass.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Because the glass from the broken window was under the protein can. There's proof. There was proof somewhere that brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. I know it. I know it. I know it. I don't remember what the evidence was called though. I think it's just the empty protein drink.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Until the
Locked. It absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we...
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the...
No, it's wrong. Shut your bubblegum dum looking ass.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Ooh.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
They were under it too.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Yeah, get shocked. Get shocked. It happened. I got something you don't. Kyoko got something you don't. What's up?
And this proves it.
Oh.
It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yep.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Ooh.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
What?
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Probably Sakura herself.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
One who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Had to have been...
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Well, no, we ain't lying. Do I gotta hit you with that goddamn, what was it? Hangman's Gambit? I don't remember what it was called, but the one where you gotta hit it with a beat.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. I have to get Hina to admit that. Is it the powder on her shoes? The powder on her shoes? No? Oh my god, again? The moment it... Second...
You're a liar!
Bitch.
What are you
Shut
saying?
up. You're a bitch.
Wrong.
You're
wrong.
Are
Just
a
let it
hoe.
end already.
Shut up, bitch. I don't care
You're
for
a liar.
you or your orgasm love
Wrong.
or
You're wrong.
Sakura. I don't
I
care.
hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar!
Shut up, bitch.
Wrong.
Shut up,
You're
bitch.
wrong.
Shut up.
Do you have any kind of proof?
This should prove it.
Shut up! Get out of my face with that bullshit! Damn! You're trying me now!
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Hina, you are actually pissing me off now with your bullshit. Shut the hell up, sit back, let the adults talk, please. Shut the hell up. Damn! Pissing me off with this bullshit. I'm not gonna listen. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Damn! Let the adults speak for once.
It did?
Yeah, you stupid bitch. You were there the whole time. How did you not notice it?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Yeah. Go ahead, try and deny it now. Try and deny it. Try and deny it. Why are you lying in the first place? You're gonna die anyways.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yes.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Damn.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
Go ahead, Hina. Try and say something. I will smack you down. I will smack you down with some facts.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
She wanted to kill herself.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison!
I swear to God, I want to punch you so bad right now. You stupid little bitch. Where do you want your black eye? Which one? Name one. Name one.
Because...
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
Because I killed her!
Stop lying.
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locker room. There's only one way to explain it. Sakura killed herself. Sakura killed herself. Where is Sakura's picture? She killed herself.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Come on, you little bitch. You better stop with your shit now. Go ahead.
What?
Byaku, slap the shit out of her. Please. He's shocked too? What the hell?
The killer was Sakura?
Yes.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yes.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Okay, if I gotta do a freaking moment of truth with you.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locker room. Byaku created it. No.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Oh my god, just shut the hell up.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
This little. I'm never talking to her again.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Oh, yeah.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Yo.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Yeah, she would have stayed. I'll shake it unless he left the record.
You said you were going to go get everyone else.
Oh, but she didn't.
But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers,
Never mind.
wasn't
No,
it?
She did. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Nah, when she left, she definitely went to the chem lab.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Ogre? Oh, so see that, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Ooh, bitch. You bitch. You tried to throw this investigation off. Don't ever try to act cute around me again.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No.
Don't even say no. You really are getting on my nerves now. Seriously.
No. No.
If I gotta do one more moment of truth with you, I swear to God, I will slap the shit out of you.
I killed her! I did it!
I'm going to fucking choke you out right now. Oh my God, shut the hell up. Damn. We already know what the fuck happened. Don't even try doing that shit again. I'm pretty sure if everyone voted right now, we would still win.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
Oh my God, somebody fucking bust your goddamn knees out.
It is!
Ooh, get aggressive.
Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh yeah, we And then it's gonna be Byakuya looking at the note. Byakuya's gonna be looking at the note. Yeah. So she's gonna hide in the locker. Yeah, she's hiding in the locker. That's what was in the Monokuma bottle the hero hit Sakura with? It was the I think it was the night. No? Was it? Fuck! I don't remember which one it was! Nah, it's the night. It was the night. And then he wrote Toko. And he got the same hell out of there. She came out. And she put the magazine upside down because she's dumb as hoe. Then she hit her with the other bottle. This one. And then there she is. Oh, what actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab, right? C9. And she's drinking it. We come through. And then that might be something of Winter Sakura's body with someone around. This. Then what was it? They switched spot away here. What? Why is it like that?
The killer is you!
Bitch.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Yes.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Yup.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Yep.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
She came out.
she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
Put that bitch upside
She
down.
put the magazine back upside
Yep.
down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Yup.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
Yep.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Chemicals.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Yup.
We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort?
Get him. Bitch. Stupid
Was
ass.
you, Hina.
Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Funkly ass.
That's the full truth of the case.
Bitch.
Sakura took her own life,
I don't give a shit you're crying.
and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Say it.
That's what happened?
Say it.
But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Cause I'm smart as fuck, bitch.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Get 'em. Get 'em. Ah, 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 oh. Ah, ah, oh. Ah, 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 oh. All them coins, though. Ooh.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
You know who the black
What's it
is.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You're choosing Sakura. Shit, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boop. What? You can choose Monokuma? What the fuck? Yep. There we go. That's the end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. She wanted to die, but she wanted to bring the rest of us down with her? What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her, so that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the one that died.
What?
You know what I mean? You were gonna take us all with you. We have to atone for a sin. Bitch, I will pop them fake ass boobies of yours. I will grab them big ass eyes of yours. Fucking, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crime, bitch. Pay for your own crimes.
What?
We're serious? That's...
What is
I
this?
still don't understand. Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jacket attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. Oh my god, I don't want to do her accent for that much longer. I'm gonna avoid talking to her. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me?
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me.
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me. My friends are going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina, please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends.
Sakura. I don't like her voice anymore. Stop talking. Okay, I need to. Shut the fuck up! Stupid ass bitch! I don't like you anymore! Stupid ass hoe. Fucking bitch. Fucker. I need to split this fucking clip. Fuck Hina. Hashtag fuck Hina. I might actually put that as the tag for this video if I remember to. I'll put it as hashtag screw Hina. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet,
why?
And yet, I don't like you. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. Shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Try to fucking... She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be... Yeah, I'm not even gonna read it in Hina's voice right now.
So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina, you came.
You're right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Well, what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein. I like some protein. Could I ask you to?
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. Oh my god, you're giving me a headache. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. I fucking hate you so goddamn much right now. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in, please, open the door. God damn, you are giving me a headache. I have to end recording right after this. I can't record another episode today because of you.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? Damn. She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. Oh my god. You got no room to talk anymore. That's weakness, that's normal. And yet,
why?
Whoa blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that's just added to the weight that she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. I'm reading it faster because I don't give a fuck anymore. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating us all. I wanted to free her, I guess. But even as I found out, in the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I don't give a fuck anymore. Shut the fuck up, Hina. Fucking stupid ass fucking... Really? So just because one person dies that you cared about, all the rest of us now gotta die too? I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, 'cause Cause her and me, I hate you so much. I'm gonna change your accent now.
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But he'd already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help. Oh my God, shut up. I can't help it, but totally took a little scribble at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Pung.
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the only ones jerking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys.
Sing.
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what does she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodical, angelic, harmonic, narrative voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you just get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Jesus, talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go.
Hmm.
My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. You heard?
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate to someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as a mastermind is commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating
No
us.
way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Don't fucking cry, you stupid ass.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
God damn.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you could use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please, talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I was hoping to show I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is, oh my god, yo. I liked Sakura a lot. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyways. Thanks to you, her death has no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame me either. What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyways, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. there could be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hino were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fears for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's
myself.
no point in participating in a game which has lost the sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here?
Hmm.
Now, I have only one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear now.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wait, for Master goes, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning?
Nyeh.
How boring. But nothing good can come from this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Hmm.
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. What?
What?
Wait, but Sayaka was taking the kill, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heaven no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bearer times 1 rule?
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be the same to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Who? What? Wait. Oh my god, I fucking knew he would find out. I knew we shouldn't have risked it. You.
Oh no!
You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew.
Ew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. Damn, bro. They fucking found. Oh my god, yo. No. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
But
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned into fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my stomach. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. Who's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find out things all sneaky. You can hear my voice. My voice is really cracking.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with that laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data.
yeah!
I knew exactly how it was gonna all play out from the start. What?
What are you
Why
thinking?
didn't you do anything? You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
Of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformation.
I want to be able to help.
Reformatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. My ear. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they'll make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still a little bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Oh, nice. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. Hold up.
One of the things, Hina, that's something I like for you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's know. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it.
Huh?
But
Too bad.
sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
Wah?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should go try and get some rest, And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school like this. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Thank God he's gone. Oh my God. Fucking voice is destroyed from that. Those are his parting words to us before disappearing. Please, Hina, don't say shit. But what's that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Mastermind did something to us. Gyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Oh my God. Mastermind did something to our bodies. What do they say? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the glass straw is over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So... Now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh
yeah, okay, let's get out of here. What? Stop talking, please. Hina must still feel really responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did you just capture his flag?
No.
No. I cannot stop the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Oh my god. How would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
Ah.
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No!
Hey, stop fighting with Master, you're making me jealous. I want to be the abuse, give and take me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that just how it goes is for now. You know, I might just change Toka's genocide jail voice to freaking Big Smoke. Maybe, I don't know. And so, Sakura's class trial came to the end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
As such, soon the okay then.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the announcement. Thank you. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time that I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Okay. Oh. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from a deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
The fuck are you doing here? What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door, it was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 a.m.? Bitch! Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? What the fuck? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want you to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center. But I thought it was locked. Alright, well, actually, we're gonna fucking end it right here. Yep, so we're gonna end it right there. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we'll go to the data center, and peace.